All right, we are about to take a super high-speed culinary tour through one of America's most flavorful regions. So get ready for a total flavor blitz, kicking things off in the Chesapeake Bay and landing right in the heart of Washington, D.C. Let's jump in. Think of this as a virtual voyage to explore some truly iconic dishes. And hey, we're moving fast, so you're going to want to keep your forks ready. So yeah, this whole explainer is all about the taste. We're basically creating a rapid-fire montage of the most legendary flavors from Maryland's Chesapeake Bay straight into the super vibrant food scene of the nation's capital. And you know, our first stop has to be the Chesapeake Bay, right? It's a region that is totally defined by one of its greatest treasures. We are talking, of course, about the legendary Maryland blue crab. You know, when you think of Maryland seafood, the first thing that probably pops into your head is the crab cake, and for good reason. It's not just a dish, it's basically a culinary emblem for the entire region. So the magic of a perfect crab cake is really in its simplicity. It all starts with that sweet, delicate blue crab meat, and it's gently folded, not packed, with just enough mayo and breadcrumbs to hold it all together. Then you add a kick of that iconic Old Bay seasoning, and what you get is this golden patty that's perfectly crispy on the outside and unbelievably succulent on the inside. And that's the crucial point here. This is basically history on a plate. Every single crab cake represents the rich seafood tradition of the Chesapeake, with recipes that have been passed down and perfected through generations. But the blue crab isn't a one-trick pony. It has another trick up its sleeve. Let's move on to a seasonal delicacy that is truly one of a kind, the soft shell crab sandwich. Okay, so what in the world is a soft shell crab? Well, it's a blue crab that has just shed its hard shell to grow a new one. And for a very short window of time, its entire body is soft and totally edible. The classic way to do it is to batter it up, fry it to a perfect crisp, and serve the whole thing on a simple, soft roll with lettuce, tomato, and a nice tangy tartar sauce. And this harmony of textures is what it is all about. You get that incredible crunch from the fried crab, the tender meat inside, and then the soft, pillowy bun. It's just a spectacular contrast that makes this sandwich an absolute coastal classic. All right, let's weigh anchor and head inland from the bay to the city. Washington, D.C. has a culinary landscape all its own, and believe it or not, it starts with a sauce that is just pure local pride. Exactly. If you've ever spent any time in DC's local food scene, you've heard of it, you've seen it, and you've probably drizzled it on everything from chicken wings to fries. So what is this stuff? Mambo sauce is a true DC original. It's this fantastic fusion of sweet and tangy with just a little hint of spice, born in the city's carry-out spots. Honestly, it's more than just a condiment. For a lot of locals, it's a taste of home and a real symbol of the city's unique culinary identity. And speaking of DC's unique food scene, let's look at a dish that just perfectly captures that spirit of culinary innovation and fusion. Oh yeah, the DC steak and cheese egg roll. This is pure culinary genius. It takes the soul of a classic steak and cheese, you know, the sliced steak, the melty provolone, the sautéed onions, and packs it all inside a crispy golden egg roll wrapper. It is the best of both worlds in one incredible bite. Now, after all that savory goodness, you know it's time for dessert. And for this, we're heading back to the shores of Maryland for a true legend, a cake with an incredible story and even more incredible layers. Just look at that number, 9. That's how many official layers you'll find in Maryland's state dessert, the Smith Island cake. This thing is famous for its staggering height, built from unbelievably thin layers, and it's so beloved, it's become a true symbol of Maryland's heritage. And making one of these is a true labor of love. I mean, each yellow cake layer is baked individually to be incredibly thin. Then a rich cooked chocolate fudge frosting is made from scratch. The cake is assembled by spreading that frosting between each and every one of those delicate layers. And the final touch? The rest of the frosting is poured right over the top, letting it cascade down the sides for that iconic striped look. And this is why it's so much more than just a cake. It was created way back in the 1800s by the women of Smith Island, a remote and really tight-knit community in the Chesapeake Bay. They used pretty limited ingredients to create this masterpiece, and it really became a symbol of their ability to thrive and celebrate life's sweet moments. Every layer tells a story of ingenuity. Wow, what a whirlwind tour! From the salty shores of the bay to the bustling streets of the capital,
We have covered some serious culinary ground here.
I mean, we've seen how the sweet meat of the blue crab defines Maryland seafood, how a single sauce can capture the entire spirit of DC, and how a multi-layered cake can tell the story of a community's resilience. The Mid-Atlantic truly has a rich history told through its incredible food.
So I guess the only question left is for you. After this flavor blitz, what's calling your name? Is it the crispy soft shell crab, the tangy mambo sauce, or a huge slice of that legendary cake? The adventure really begins with your first bite.